Hey there, Sagittarius. Welcome to my channel, Serious About Stars. My name is Jay. I'm an astrologer and intuitive channeler. So this video here is your timeless reading. Whenever it is that you are coming across this video and clicking on it, guided to it for some reason or another, then that is the time frame that there is some kind of a message in here for you. In Sagittarius, it could be just one thing that you were brought here to receive, and it could be just about the entire reading. So take it as it resonates, only as it resonates. Use your intuition to either confirm whether or not something is for you. Also, watch these videos for your sun sign and moon sign, as well as your rising sign, especially if you know your rising sign. And then, any other placements that are prevalent for you. Check out those videos as well. But Sagittarius, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel. If you find anything here helpful or insightful or enjoyable in general. But I have meditated on your energy. I will go ahead and share with you some intuitive downloads that I felt for you guys. I've also pre-pulled some cards, and we'll pull more cards live and on camera towards the end, so do stick around for that. But Sagittarius, so when I meditated on your energy, the first thing I felt was just this kind of like trying to start so hard to stay in place in a very particular way that maybe has been working for you or worked for you in the past. I feel like some of you have been really kind of like in your earth energy. You might have a lot of earth energy as well, Sagittarius, and maybe you have been trying so hard to stay in place, stay still, stick to this plan, some kind of a plan that you have that seems good, holding on to this idea, staying firm, something about like feet planted, trying to stay, keep your feet planted. And maybe the way that life is going at this time, certain situations that are happening, maybe it is taking so much out of you and taking so much strength just to keep from tipping over in some kind of a way. It's like you're trying so hard just to not tip over. But Sagittarius, it's kind of like once you kind of like let it happen, whatever that is, step to the side, let go of this plan or this stance. Maybe this is about like loosening up, what, maybe doing something that you think is slipping up, letting go of this posture, this stance, this perfect whatever that you are trying to keep up with, letting that go and stepping to the side. And what maybe feels like tipping over is just actually finding you better balance. It's kind of like when you step to the side and you tilt to the side or something, change something you didn't want to do. You actually discover that this is much better balance than you thought. You thought that you had the perfect balance and you were holding the perfect balance. But this shift, it's like giving into this shift is significantly better balanced. Like it's going to take less effort to I feel maintain, but it's better than like the plan, the idea. Yeah, I don't know, your whole reading, Sagittarius, kind of really feels to be about letting go of an idea or a plan. Really, it's like letting go of your plan, kind of letting go of your plan and trusting God's plan, basically, or the plan of the universe, or whatever it is for you. Maybe your higher self, whatever it is for you, Sagittarius. I'm gonna look down at my notes I wrote down for you guys here from your meditation. you know, it's kind of like this, where the universe or God, again, whatever it is for you, is trying to move you, is working on moving you, and maybe you've been resistant to that, but it's like wanting to move you out of the way, because maybe perhaps there is a wave coming, and it's one of those things where, like, if you continue to resist this and the wave comes, the wave is going to move you for you. And you know what? It's probably going to carry you to the exact same place that the universe was trying to get you to go to. So it's kind of like, ultimately, it's the same result. Same result. But it's a lot easier when you work with the energy instead of against it. It would have been easier, right, if you kind of moved off of your plan and went there and didn't have to get completely drenched and wet by the water instead. One way or another, it's kind of like it's the same outcome. So this trust is available to you. I feel like there is a lot of I don't know if it's trust issues that I'm feeling coming up here for you, Sagittarius. Might be control issues in some kind of a way. Underlying control issues maybe you didn't know that you had. But it's like something like that. Maybe there is a lot of change, and I just really feel that this whole underlying thing is really releasing your plan, trusting God's plan. However that is, whatever that means to you. Yeah. All right, Sagittarius, I think that was pretty much it for your meditation. Now, I did pre-pull some cards for you guys. I'll go ahead and share those with you. So, oh, by the way, all of the card decks that I'm using are listed in the description, so you can check all of that out there if you'd like. I asked for kind of the truth going on here. Like, what is the truth going on here? And you know, only you, really, Sagittarius, for you and yourself will know what is the truth. So it's not really, it's not up for me to say. So again, use your own intuition to confirm whether or not something is really what is going on within you. But I feel like there's a need for some of you for openness, being open to what could be the truth. Maybe somebody wants a certain outcome, wants something to be a certain way, wants this to be it, but it's not about what you want necessarily. It's about what is the truth, and when you truly see the truth in its true form, that becomes everything you want and more. The card that you guys got was Sky Dancers. Surrender. I'm actually going to go ahead and read the description from this booklet here for this card. Liberation from attachment. Surrender. When a sky dancer appears, she is inviting you to welcome the deepest power of the feminine into your life. You have already overanalyzed your situation to exhaustion. Now is the time to invite the sacred feminine, the wisdom within your heart, no matter your gender, to guide you to success. If you have become earthbound, plotting and planning and praying for change, cease and desist. Break the habit of beating yourself, of repeating the same behavior and hoping for a different outcome. Stop trying to figure it all out and stop overthinking it. Surrender. The sky dancers are heralding the arrival of a new relationship with yourself, in your work or in your love life. Do not assume that this person or opportunity will rescue you. The only way to liberation is to kiss the ground goodbye and take flight, to rise above the fray and the drama of the struggling, arguing mind. Dance in the sky and view the madness below by simply witnessing the actors and the human comedy unfolding on the ground. You are transforming it. As you observe the drama, you unleash the power of the sacred feminine that allows for resolution. The sky dancers know the maps of heaven and the way to the holiest and most sacred spaces on earth. They come to help you with your current life, and even more important, to guide you to the realization of your own divinity. I do feel, Sagittarius, I know we already said it, but so much trust being asked of you at this time. Yeah, you know, and I'm even feeling kind of like a sacred remembering for someone here. You know, remembering like what you came here for, remembering something, you know, like of your higher self, really connecting to your higher self and the universe, and just, you know, divine truth. Yeah, divine truths. I did ask for some underlying messages for you as well. Underlying energies, what is, you know, kind of going on beneath the surface here. So psychic abilities, and it's just purple, it's like color swatches, chakra swatches, or yeah. Psychic abilities in numbers 20 and 6. So Sagittarius, you could be opening some psychic abilities here, discovering your gifts. This could be a spiritual awakening for you as well, absolutely. But this is embracing that with the light purple, kind of like this lavender color. I'm also feeling like this introduction, like this is a beginning of some kind with your spiritual gifts or your psychic abilities. Maybe you didn't know you had psychic abilities, or maybe you don't right now, but here in the near future, maybe you're going to be tapping into that. But these certain events that are going on that might seem a little bit stressful at times could really be pushing you to embrace your psychic abilities, or spiritual gifts, or spiritual purpose as well, really. Connected. 14-4. Those numbers could also be significant here. Connected. Maybe I felt when this card came out, and I just felt it again, it's like everything being connected, realizing that everything is connected. There's nothing that is like really separate from anything. Anything that happens, even anything that happens, even things that you don't like to look at, things that are bad, right? Things that are negative, it's all connected. So it's almost like, because everything is connected and all under kind of the same thing, it's like nothing really there's nothing you need to be afraid of, right? It's kind of like, maybe this is like overcoming fear and embracing trust. Truth came out as well. Numbers 16 and 5, truth. Maybe this is you discovering the truth within yourself, learning the truth. Maybe truths are coming out around you in various ways, in different areas in your life. You're getting to see the truth. Maybe there's been kind of like blindfolds on in some kind of a way. Certain things have been hidden from you. It's been cloudy. But now there's this seeing the truth, and this clarity, and this also peace I'm really feeling here. Yeah. Okay, Sagittarius. I did also pull some cards for abundance in your life. Whatever kind of abundance is prevalent at this time in your life right now. Move my hair a little bit. whatever kind of abundance is prevalent and significant to you right now. And it could have to do with love and relationships. It could be more monetary and material. My hair is a mess. It's okay. So I'm gonna read these 2 cards here. Allow them to fall where they fit in your life. Be open to where they fit in your life. The first card, moonlighting. You can start working on your dream career part-time while keeping your other job to pay the bills. Soon your dream career will take flight and fully support you. Sagittarius, I feel like there's been somebody already wanting to do this, wondering if they can do exactly this. And this is your confirmation, Sagittarius, yes. And I feel like for somebody, universe has already told you this, and this is that double confirmation to start doing that. Start doing what you already want. You have everything you need to make this your reality. It's just a matter of doing it. It is just a matter of doing it. These limiting beliefs, certain limiting beliefs could be really the only thing in your way. So believe in yourself. Also, sever vows of poverty. Dear one, there's no need to suffer or sacrifice. Hold the intention of undoing any vows of poverty or self-denial that you may have made consciously or unconsciously in any lifetime. As you do so, all effects of those vows will be undone for everyone involved in all directions of time. Show you that card up close as well. It's such a beautiful card. This is really, really a beautiful card. I don't know, Sagittarius, I'm feeling like this really strong energy here. I really am. And I feel like there's a need to take it in, and I feel like you are ready. You are ready to sever vows of poverty, things you have told yourself. You are limitless, Sagittarius. You are limitless. And I feel like there is this need to embrace that and the possibility and the abundance that is ready for you, is just as ready for you as you are for it. I'm feeling like the light is green. The light is green. It's time. It is time. And if you don't know exactly how you're gonna do this, just take it one step at a time. One step at a time. It's all there. It's all there. You won't see it all from one angle, but as you take the next step and the next step, you're gonna see more and more and more. So just start. Okay. All right. So I have also pulled some cards for your love life, a little bit of insight there to certain relationships. These relationships could be romantic, they could be platonic. Take it as it resonates. Allow these cards and these messages to, oh, my light went out, to fall where they fit. I'm just gonna unplug it for a second and then plug it back in a minute. Okay. First card that came out was pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. I did feel like a handful of different messages that really came with this card. The first thing I felt is somebody could be looking for red flags, looking for things to go wrong, looking for red flags, like really, really doubting something or somebody. And I'm feeling like if that resonates with you, and you would know if you are doing that. If you're not sure, oh, I don't think I'm really doing that, then leave this little part out. We'll get to your part. But if you have been looking for the red flags, like expecting red flags, there is this, I don't know, I'm feeling this need to have trust and to move forward in trust and with faith. Now, for others of you, there is a need to somebody is seeing the red flags and pretending they're not there, basically. There is that for somebody. There is that for somebody. The signs are cautioning you. See what is there. And something about like, it's not about like worrying and trying to like figure out if someone has lied to you or if this is right or not. Like the signs will be there. Like I almost said evidence. It'll all be there. It is all there. Like look at this card. Like there's a lot of things going on in this room. Like it would be there. It would be there and you would see it. Okay? The only way you wouldn't see it is if you are kind of intentionally not looking at it by kind of letting this kind of curtain like have like this like blind side, okay? Like you're turning a blind eye to something. That's the only way it wouldn't be there. What I'm really kind of feeling lastly with this card here is this, I'm gonna turn my light back on, this energy that it is actually, it's about seeing the signs, the red flags and the green ones. Achieving this sort of balance, seeing all of the signs, not just the good ones and not just the bad ones, but all of them in a kind of like more holistic sense. Not being afraid to look at anything, and not being afraid to look at them, and also not avoiding them. Yeah, I don't know, but I'm getting this openness, not being afraid of what you will see if you look. Something like that. Not being afraid of it. Maybe somebody senses maybe something is wrong or off in a certain relationship and they don't want to ask about it because it might be bad or they might be doing this or that, so you're not asking about it. But I feel like that doesn't improve the situation because maybe you are coming across differently and something is now off and unbalanced in the relationship. So maybe there is this need for communication in a relationship right now. Also, unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. Sagittarius. I feel that this could speak to a relationship, and you would know if it does. But I feel this being like outgrown relationships, friendships even. There could be certain relationships that are kind of being a little bit dissolved right now because the alignment is getting off. Like you are getting ready to align maybe with new people, new friends. And in that, there is this kind of uncomfortable having to let go of what is familiar, and that could just be people, that could just be friends, things that you do with your friends. And I'm also kind of feeling for someone, maybe if this is kind of a relationship, I feel like for some of you this could be your unrequited love. Like you don't truly well, I was gonna say love this person, but I don't feel like it's like a relationship you've been in for a long time. I feel like this is like a new person that you're just maybe starting to talk to, and maybe you just kind of realize that this isn't it. This isn't meant for you. And I'm feeling this having to communicate that. And I'm feeling for some reason kiss goodbye. I don't kiss goodbye. But I don't know. Kiss goodbye. I don't know. But not in like a funky way, but more in a like respectful, like loving way. I don't know, like honesty. I think this is about being honest. This is about embracing your truth and letting go of what is not your truth. And it's just kind of that simple, and it's letting it be. Codependency came out. Sagittarius, addictions are affecting your romantic life. It's kind of like for whoever this was for, whoever is kind of like realizing that a relationship or a friendship or whatever it is isn't for you. It's kind of like because you've already learned this lesson. Like this isn't, you don't need to repeat this lesson. It's kind of like that. You don't need to repeat this lesson. You've already learned. You don't need to stay in that energy. Like you are getting ready for something new and greater. Yeah. It's kind of like sitting in this place, this spot, Sagittarius. You've been here. You've already been here. You've already been learning. You've learned the lessons. You've read the book. So why continue to sit here? It's like reading a book and then leaving it open and not putting it away, but continuing to reread certain things. Because it was a good book, maybe. You really admired the book, but you still have it with you because you've learned from it. You've taken everything you've learned. You don't need to leave it out. You have it all within you. Interesting. You have it all within you. Okay, and then some other cards came out speaking to like, I feel different relationship, maybe different timelines for you guys. Passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. I'm feeling a different energy here. This is someone different than that, what was going on there. I'm feeling this like catching you when you fall energy really strong. Maybe somebody shows up and is there for you, catches you when you fall. And I'm getting this like new energy, really strong. Really strong. I'm getting this is somebody that you are truly aligned with and in love with or falling in love with. There is this, I don't know what I'm trying to say. It's like this I'm getting meant for each other, but what I'm trying to say is like you guys are a perfect match. Like you, I don't know, there's this like, this harmony I'm getting between you. There's this energetic match. I don't know what, there's a word, I'm drawing a blank. Oh my goodness, what is the word I'm trying to think of? I don't know, this is your person though. This is your person. whoever this is. Also, engagement came out. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment, Sagittarius. That came out with that card. And then the wedding card. So, oh my goodness. Like, do you see this? Like, engagement and wedding literally all came out together. Like, that's huge. I feel somebody is actually getting engaged and married. The situation involves marriage. Wow. This is really, really beautiful. I'm getting this, like, I feel like whatever this is, it kind of happens fast. I feel like this happens fast. This is a blessing, and there is nothing that, like, I feel like this is the other person who acts on this, who comes to you. This person comes to you. You don't go to them. They come to you. And yeah, I'm feeling a great energy, and I feel like if this is not in your present moment, Sagittarius, if this is not in your present moment, know that you attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. You are attracting this. Attraction. You're not going to chase this. You're going to attract this. And yeah, this is how you do it. I don't know. I just felt that this is how you do it. For like a very few select amount of people here, when this card came out, I did feel that just for only a few of you. And it's one of those things where, like, when I say this, like, you'll know whether or not this is for you, and if it doesn't ring a bell or anything, then it's not for you, it's for someone else. But for some of you, this situation involves divorce. So I mean, take that as it resonates. Whatever is coming through here is a very positive thing, actually. A very positive energy. It's still kind of like a similar energy somehow to what I just described. But it's like a past energy, and maybe like it's like this person has been divorced, or yeah, I don't know. It's kind of like as if this person is, if this is a future energy, this person is getting divorced or something like that. Something about that. I don't know. But letting go, maybe it's kind of more like this person has released old contracts, and where it's not like actual divorce by any means, but like released karma, has gone through karma and released old contracts that were in certain ways commitments in their life, whether that was ever other romantic people, or just different things that they were tied to in that energetic sense, married to. They have divorced those things. It might not even be like a physical, actual divorce, you know, but it's that kind of energy, where that person has let go of those things fully, whatever those things were for that person. Different for everyone. Okay, Sagittarius, now with this part of the reading, we're going to go ahead and pull some cards here live and on camera for you. So, you know, any questions that you have still on your heart or your minds, go ahead and bring those now up to the surface. You can ask something out loud or in your mind, whatever feels right to you. One card already flew out. Oh, 2 cards already flew out. Just like this. I only saw one, the Fool, the new beginning. And Ace of Earth was behind it. Wow, Sagittarius. So yeah, new beginning. This feels kind of like you taking a chance on yourself, taking a chance to, I'm feeling like on your inner child. You know, it's kind of like taking off like the mask or the armor or the like the tough, like, you know, version that you are showing, maybe taking off that and doing what you want to do, not being afraid of admitting what you want, what you really want, what you want inside, what your inner child wants. This is you doing that. This is you saying that. Yeah, I'm really feeling like saying that. This is you like verbalizing that, singing that. Maybe, I don't know, for someone I'm feeling singing that. I'm feeling like some kind of a music with this instrument and these like ripples, these vibrations moving out. You are calling this in. You are attracting something here. And what you are attracting here, what you are taking a chance on, is this Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Earth. It's kind of funny because like throughout the beginning, especially of your meditation, I picked up on like this really like earthy energy, right? This like trying to stay firm, this trying to not budge and everything. But having to quit swimming upstream and going against the current, letting that go, giving that up, letting the water take you where it takes you. But it takes you exactly where you wanted to be. You just had to be flexible to get there. To the Ace of Pentacles, to that, I don't know, I'm feeling for somebody this is like about monetary or material gains, abundance, some serious abundance here. True, just incredible abundance, like everything you want and more. I'm really feeling that everything you want and more energy here. We're already like pushing 40 minutes, so we I'm gonna get maybe 1 or 2 more cards here. Okay, Sagittarius. What's up, Sagittarius? What else? Okay, that was King of Fire. Oh my goodness, Sagittarius. I feel like this is somebody very attracted to you. This is somebody kind of like watching you. They have their heart set on you. Somebody has their heart set on you and their eyes. It's kind of like they're looking over at you a lot throughout the day, like constantly throughout the day. And it's like this love is growing, and it could be somebody that has not been like actually communicating with you. This could be somebody, this for some of you, I feel like this could be totally be somebody that you're in like a separation with. For some of you, there could be some kind of a reconciliation. Take that only if it resonates. But there's this fire. There's this fire lighting within them for you. And it's kind of like it happens when you embrace your own fire within. Like it's like you've been kind of called back into your own fiery kind of bright energy in a way. And it's like, I feel like this could, I mean, for some of you, this could be like a twin flame kind of a thing. Like I feel like this mirroring energy kind of coming through with you and your person. Let's get one final card to, one final card here for you guys, and then we're gonna pull a guardian angel card after that. But for this part here of the reading, let's get a final message for you. What wants to come out? 3 of Earth. There's this working together energy kind of like behind the scenes. Working on something. But it's kind of like working on things for you. It's like working on what you want to create, working on what you want to bring forth into the world, working on, I don't know, what you want. Doing that it's kind of like doing that attracts some kind of a union. I don't know. I'm feeling like as you do what you need to do for you, what you are called to do, what you are passionate about for you, pulls in like this other person. I feel like this really speaks a lot to somebody who is missing someone or longing for something with somebody, but it's like the way to that is only through you, is only through you. It's like you gotta do it for you. That's the only way. I don't know, I'm feeling that. And I feel like this isn't necessarily for everyone, but there's something that you have to do it for you for some reason. It's kind of like this, like it's, I don't know, it's like it's the only way, and it tracks everything else and it brings with it everything else. But that door that you open, the way, it needs to be through you. And I feel like it's about your own gifts and qualities. Seeing your own gifts and qualities, exploring your own gifts and qualities, and beauty and power, and yeah, I don't know, it's kind of like I'm getting this sense of like creating like a master plan, even like this, like outline this, maybe it's like a business idea, and maybe it's for somebody kind of like starting from scratch on something, but it's like seeing the way, it's like moving forward, it's taking that step, it's getting into it, like it's getting going kind of thing. Okay, one card from your guardian angels, Sagittarius, one message now to close this reading. Sagittarius, one final card here, and it is blessings. Sagittarius, love, light, blessings. Through this card, you are being showered with angelic light. Accept the blessings about to come your way, and know that you deserve to be and have all your heart's desires. You are being lovingly guided along a golden path, a magical journey through which you shall discover your true essence, the infinite and eternal you. Congratulations. Congratulations, Sagittarius. Even if you are not there at that finish line, whatever that finish line in your mind looks like, congratulations, because time is, you know, maybe not relevant all the time. Congratulations for what you are accomplishing, for what you have accomplished, for what you can fathom, for what you can believe, for what you can create. Blessings. Okay, Sagittarius, thank you for watching this video. I hope that you have a great day. Many blessings, much love, and I'll see you guys in the next reading. Bye.